Oh, shit. Listo, ya se escucha el juego. Sí, dije, como que se escucha muy alejado del headset del juego.
From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
She has to pay for the harm.
Let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail.
Wait, what?
so
Es la
close to
primera
the goal.
vez que
If
sale
I'm
Luis
asking you
en una de
all
estas
these
reviews
things,
pequeñas.
it's for
La
your own
primera
good,
vez.
you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
También que todavía tengo los tres,
your
güey.
competition,
Las
do
tres
you say?
lecturas de mente, güey.
You are no match.
Cálmese, viejillo. Lo vengo sentando de un poder estelar acá que usted no comprende. Por favor, siéntese.
Trust
¿Qué?
yourself.
¿Estamos en las tumbas?
It's all already in there.
Sí, claro. Sí. A ver, pues vamos a acabar el juego ya de una vez, güey. Ya. Está muy pendejo, la verdad, en serio. Pendejísimo. Dura como 1 hora y media, más o menos. Dura 1 hora y media los 3 capítulos. O sea, el capítulo 5 dura 1 hora y media completamente, pasando por
I'd
el
like to
14,
thank
15 y
you for
16.
your continued trust and confidence.
Ah, hombre, ya
Admit
se la
that
sabe.
during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand you have all been affected by this. Nevertheless, the world doesn't stop turning, and we are in fact on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Monsieur Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can.
Don't worry, William. We are all here to support your project through to its conclusion.
Thank you, George.
Claro.
Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now.
Perro.
Louis, stay with me a moment, won't you?
Oh, Dios. Por
I'll
favor, no
be
me
needing
reclames
your
del pájaro.
services in a certain matter.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis, you are the only one here who I totally
Que no me
trust.
pregunte el pájaro,
It is
güey.
very likely that Gregory will take possession of
Que
some
no me
of the
pregunte el
members of
pájaro.
our
Llevo
team.
estresado por
I
lo del
shall
pájaro
keep them
como
in check
3
over the next
capítulos,
few
güey.
hours.
Desde que lo maté este en
However,
plan, no,
I'll
es que no me
need you
pregunte el
to-
pájaro, güey.
how can I say
Milagrosamente
this?
no me preguntaron nada,
To persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free reign, my son. Persuade all of them. Use every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very, very clear about that. You must bring them all over to our side. One after the other.
And what if I fail?
I have faith in you, my son. Great faith.
Eso no, eso no da como que
should
mucha
any of
confianza,
them
pero gracias.
resist, we'll decide what to do
Oh, la
afterwards.
verga, lo vamos a
Now
tirar al
go.
pozo, güey.
Come back and see me once you've finished.
I'll be
Damn.
off then.
Madre, güey, vamos a matarlos. La virgen. Ya no tengo libros. Me faltan libros, tú. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 libros, 9 si contamos este. Digamos 8 y medio, güey. Mami. A ver, tengo que convencer a... No manches, faltan un montón. Bueno, vamos con la vieja primero. ¿Qué? ¿Yo había convencido a Godoy? What the fuck? Pero Godoy ya lo había convencido. Es un fraude, güey. Oh. Ah. Bruh. Si le hubiera cogido el... A ver. John Bulmer. Espera aquí. Vamos a buscarlo el perro.
Why is this study in such a mess? Looks like Volner's planning something.
What? ¿Cuál desastre, güey? Yo no... Güey, está más limpio que mi cuarto. ¿Cuál desastre, tú? Yo no veo ni un desastre. En serio. O sea, what the fuck.
Look, a blotter. And apparently it's been used recently. I wonder what Volner was going to write.
Una
It's smudged.
carta.
It's not all legible. I can make out the signature though, and Leave as Azif.
El
Plan.
Asif.
Let-
Asif. Descifró. What the fuck. No lo llevamos. Es algo del Asif. O sea, ya con eso tenemos más que suficiente. El Asif. O sea, Asif. ¿Qué otra cosa va a tener el Asif?
Let's see. A simple toiletry case. Never mind.
Ya no va a estar aquí, así que... Vámonos de su cuarto, güey. No va a estar aquí Walnut. Así que vámonos del cuarto. No perdamos tiempo aquí. En miniedades. Mientras vamos a explorar a todos los demás. Hillsborough debe estar en su habitación. Tenemos que hablar con ella. Nos perdimos eso también. Así que... error mío, me culpa. Pudimos haber hablado con ella en plan... Morra, ¿qué pedo? ¿Mataste a mi jefa? ¿Te vas así en plan conseguido? O sea, what the fuck. Debería de postear que estoy en directo. En un segundo. Nah, fuck. Nah, lo iba a postear, pero no. A ver, aquí a ver. Piagui, tenemos que convencer a Piagui. ¿Estará aquí Piagui? Bueno, el tío no nos fue muy bien con él. Lo drogamos. ¿Va en orden?
Your Eminence, would you have a moment?
I shouldn't really, Louis. As you can imagine.
Rest assured, I've come just as a friend.
All right then, Louis. But be quick.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
It's got nothing to do with it, but... You didn't come and see me in my room a few hours ago, did you?
Does he remember anything? Oh no. No, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I've been speaking to Lord Mortimer in his study.
I must have dreamed it then. It seems so real.
Don't blame yourself, Your
¿Cómo
Eminence.
le decimos?
We're
¿Cómo
all
le decimos?
exhausted. I can assure you of
Fue
that.
poseído por
That's
un
very
demonio y no
kind,
por un ángel.
Louis. I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment, but I feel rather fragile.
Poor man seems terrified. It'd be a good idea if I reassured him a little.
Sí,
before
no,
trying to
o
get him
sea,
to change
pobre vato
sides.
está así
So what did
claro
you
qué
want
pasó.
from me exactly?
If you don't mind me asking, what did you dream of,
Va a
Your
perder
Eminence?
esta, güey.
It's rather confusing, Louis. You were here, as well as Mr. von Warner. But no, it's impossible.
What is it?
No, nothing. It couldn't have happened. I don't understand.
Por lo
Lord.
verga, está
What's
cagado de
happened to
miedo,
me?
güey.
Calm down,
Ok,
Your
creo que la
Eminence.
cagamos.
Everything is all right. I'm here for you. I didn't think that just talking about his dreams would affect him like
Sí,
this.
o sea, what the fuck, sí, la que...
It's not possible.
Holy
Lord,
shit.
Help me.
Le va a dar un
Don't take this
ataque.
the wrong way, Louis. But
¿Qué?
I'd like to do my own justice.
Súper
As I
exaltada. Sí,
already
Luis,
said,
como te decía.
I shouldn't
¿Qué?
even have opened the door to you. And I'm exhausted.
¿Qué?
I won't change my vote for the conference. I'm sorry for you.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please excuse me, I didn't mean to bother you. I'll be on my way now. Damn it.
Oh.
I'll have to tell Mortimer that I didn't manage to convince Piaggi.
Ah, puto Piaggi, güey. ¡Wow! Pero un momento al otro, o sea, está súper tranquilo así. No, sí, todo tranquilo. La jaja. Y vas, así, sí. Todo acelerado y lo veía todo tranquilo. en
Duke
plan, ¿qué
Manuel,
pedo?
Durishe,
I'm delighted to see you're standing by Lord Mortimer.
one cannot say that the situation is altogether reassuring, but I must admit, he does know what he's doing.
Oh, yes,
Something
sir.
tells me I've made the right choice.
Sí,
So,
Godoy.
to thank you for persuading me to join you, what would you say to a nice piece of amber? I am given to
Oh.
understand that you collect it.
Yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Don't mention it to Issa. It is the least I can do.
Nice!
Good. See you at the vote.
I'll see
Yeah.
you later then. Right. Godoy is on board.
Ok, Piaggi es un perro, güey. Es un perro, hay que controlarlo, güey. No lo puedo controlar. Hillsborough, güey. La lady.
Come in, Louis.
Shit. Va a querer pegarle duro a la cama.
God, Louis, your arm. What happened?
¿Qué? ¿Esa es tu expresión? Literalmente todas han sentado así. De what the fuck, tu brazo. Y esta así, oh, tu brazo. Qué
I'd rather not
terrible.
talk about
¿Plan
it.
qué?
Please. It would take too
No.
long to explain.
Very well then. I shan't insist. I see you still don't trust me.
you're not alone.
I've inherited one of Mortimer's personal guards because he's worried about my health.
Morra,
But
tu
don't
salud
worry, we
mental,
can
más bien.
talk. All the servants dressed in black are deaf and dumb.
What?
Louis,
Okay.
about what happened on the wharf, I'm so sorry, really. I hope you'll be able to forgive me one day.
What's in the
Perdóname.
past is in the past, right? I'd rather not talk about it if you don't mind. Louis, you have to tell her about the demons. I've got something important to tell you about what happened here.
I'm listening.
Mortimer and Holm.
They are demons, and you are like them.
¿Qué?
What? How do you know?
Sir Gregory came to speak to me earlier.
¿Qué?
At great length. I'm his niece, Louis. I'm
whoa.
Mortimer's child, too.
You're my sister?
Surprise!
Bro, cogieron huevo
But
incesto.
I have
no
a
mames.
sister?
That's right. And I have a brother.
I didn't see that one coming. And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
Bro,
One
si te das
moment.
cuenta que
I'd
cogieron,
rather
¿verdad?
continue our discussion away from any curious eyes. Follow me next door, please.
Güey, ¿no que es sordomudo? O sea, no debería entenderte. Ay, te cogiste a tu
You
hermano.
wanted to know if we spoke. Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long, but yes, I can definitely say we spoke.
A esta le pega duro la psicología,
And
sí.
did he go all right? I imagine you spoke about yourselves.
He confirmed
sí,
what
sí.
Sir Gregory told me, that he really is my father. That he didn't know I was his daughter until a short while ago.
O sea, ¿de quién es hija de
Well, how are
Holm o de
you?
Mortimer?
Did you take it all right?
De
To be
Mortimer, ¿no?
honest, I don't know. I feel like I've lost all my bearings.
Sí,
Then
ya,
what
ya,
about me, then?
Gregory es
Do
un
you
hijo,
trust
es tío,
him?
sí, sí, sí. ¿Confía en el quién?
Yes, I do. I'll follow him because, well, I think he can teach us a thing or two.
I understand.
What about you? What do you think of him?
Honestly, I no longer know who to believe.
En mí,
The only
perra.
one I really trust is you.
A huevo.
So I shall follow you this time.
Oh.
So, I can count on you for the conference vote then, right?
You can. I shall support Mortimer's project.
Yes!
Anyway,
Hills,
I
bro,
won't
es
keep you any
mía.
longer. See you later for the vote.
Güey, en
Yes,
serio, nadie
see
va a
you
hablar del
later.
tema de que te cogiste a tu hermana. ¿En serio? Ok. Digo, tú no lo tocas, yo no. ¿Sabes? ¿Sabes? Cada quien su veneno. No sé, digo. ¿Dónde puedo encontrar a Volmer? Pues nada más falta ese güey. ¿A dónde se habrá ido a comer?
I need to talk to Von Wohner.
Sí, ya sé, pero. Whoa,
Blast it.
Gregory.
Holm is with him. Gentlemen.
Louis! I'm sorry, but we are waiting for Duke Manuel. If you wouldn't mind leaving us, I should think you already have enough to do as it is.
Very well. I didn't mean to disturb you. They're waiting for Duke Manuel. No doubt to make him change sides. All right.
Manuel Godoy ya
They
lo tengo,
want him,
güey.
they'll get him.
¿Con Godoy? ¿Tengo que ir con Godoy? De Godoy, ¿no?
Yes, monsieur. Is there something you wanted to add?
Concentrate. I need you to listen carefully to what I have to say, Godoy.
I am all ears.
Louis, push. I need you to do me a little favor. It's working, that's it, Louis. Get in his head.
Oh, dear. What is happening to me? I do not feel very well.
I need your help, sir. Get in his head. Perfect.
Thank you, monsieur. I'm sure I'll know how to take full advantage of your vessel, now that I am Manuel.
No. Ay, no. Yo, perros, llegó
Duke
Manuelín.
Manuel, here you are at last.
Sir Gregory, Mr. Von Wollner.
Thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I shan't beat about the bush, my friend. I was very disappointed by your behavior. I had thought you more loyal. Consequently, my affection for you leads me to ask you to reconsider one last time.
I've already reconsidered it, Sir Gregory. I shall be loyal to you when it comes to the vote. Have no doubt about it.
Excellent news indeed, my
What?
friend. Did you hear, Johann?
Yes, and it comes at a most timely moment. I anticipate an overwhelming victory.
It goes without saying to keep it to yourself. I would like to give William a nice surprise.
Whatever you say.
I'll leave you with Johann a while. I still have a few things to settle. I shan't be long.
See you later, Sir
Ah,
Gregory.
entonces vamos a hablar con
Oh,
Volmer.
Godoy. Come over here. I'm warming myself up.
Whoa,
I had the
whoa,
misfortune
whoa.
to step outside and I'm frozen solid.
Ah, ok, dije, wow, aquí no batemos ahí, güey.
I wonder what he was doing outside. Something to do with what Holm asked him for, maybe.
Mr. von Wollner, I wanted to speak to you. I'd like to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm all ears.
Now, we don't have much time, so here it is.
A ver, ¿cómo? Personajes, a ver. Ah, puedo checarlos en cualquier momento. Con madre, güey. Personajes, diario. A ver. Johan von Holmer, aquí está. Inmunidad de ocultismo. O sea, no tenemos que hablar de ocultismo. ¿Qué? ¿No encontré nada de Richet? Claro. Vale. Ok. Volner,
You will
ocultismo cero,
vote
güey.
for Mortimer.
What a strange idea, Godoy. You are being ridiculous. Tell me now, why would I do that?
Holm juega con Lisiana.
Because Holm doesn't really know what he's doing. He reacts indiscriminately. He is isolated.
Don't underestimate his capacities. He's far from being on his own. Just one word from him, and nations will rise up in his support.
Okay, la cagamos.
He no longer has any allies. Look around, for God's sake.
Allies? He doesn't care about allies. Once back on the continent, he will raise armies willing to die
okay,
for
mala
him.
jugada.
They will all fall to their knees just
la
to
cagué,
serve him.
chingado.
Because you are making a big mistake on one point.
Hola,
He
verga,
has
tranquilo,
no
güey.
end of power.
Right. Not a great start.
You are wasting your time, Duke Manuel. You know nothing about
Última
me, and
oportunidad.
your attempts to manipulate me have no effect. You behave as though we were close. Yet ever since you arrived, you've only been interested in your own little self.
Don't say that, Johan. We may not be friends, but we are allies.
Is that so? And what do you know about me, exactly? If he knew I was Gregory's son, he wouldn't try it on like this.
Oh, shit.
I know you've stolen Mortimer's geopolitical maps.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're hidden in your room.
But how the devil did you find out?
You'll soon learn that I always keep an eye out for my friends, sir, in case they need me.
Well,
And you need me right now.
continue. But, tell me, why do you want to follow Mortimer all of a sudden?
Like
Mortimer is
Gregory,
planning
what the
something.
fuck, güey? Es mi
We don't
hermano.
know everything.
Shit.
He must have something up his sleeve to be so confident.
Ah.
A ver,
really?
ocultismo, no.
And what do you think that might be?
Matará a todos que se lo pongan o que ya tratado por gente. Ajá. Fuck. Ya tratado con gente por encima de nosotros.
All of this is just a show. He has contacted all those we represent.
What do you mean?
Yes.
That everything is already decided in higher spheres. William
Yes.
Frederick, the King of Spain, the Pope. William
Yes.
I
Yes.
Don't understand.
Lord Mortimer has invited those who work in the wings of power to take a hand in swaying the decisions of those who actually hold it.
Genial, genial,
Everything
genial.
is
No vamos a estar
already
mal.
played out. He
Me
has
falta
already
una, la
won.
decisiva, la buena. la
How
que me
is
da
this
el toque.
possible?
We've all underestimated him.
He's fooled us. We're done for.
Look, it all hinges on the next few hours, Johan.
Look, I hear everything you're saying, but there is no chance that Mortimer
Oh,
can
que la
make us
ya
all change
sé de
sides.
perro,
That
no
is right.
manches.
Sir Gregory can but win. You understand?
Think again. It's already too late.
Riché. Ajá.
Now, you're the last one left. Your loyalty toward Gregory is honorable, but no longer makes any sense. If you don't change your mind, you'll be venturing into dangerous waters
que
for
la
no
cagué,
valid
güey.
reason.
Unless it's to win.
Yes, but at what price? Think of all those who who will be hostile toward you afterwards. Just think about it rashly,
¿Cuánto?
Eminent.
Tiene a
Prussia has nothing
Napoleón, a
directly at
Godoy,
stake,
al
so why
Papa.
put your
Un chingo de
position
frente
or
contra
your
él,
life
no
in
tiene
the
oportunidad de
balance?
ganar.
I hear you. Honestly, betraying Gregory is... Well, it's unthinkable. Unless I simply don't have any choice.
Yes!
He's finally cracked.
Thank you for warning me.
You're welcome. There is nothing more natural between allies. I did what I could. Now, it's up to you. As for
Güey,
me,
pero de todas maneras,
I'll
o
vote
sea,
for Mortimer.
Todavía
Good
me
luck.
queda pendiente el Papa Piaghi, güey. Ahí la cagué, güey. Pude haberme agarrado los 4.
Good. I mustn't lose too much time.
Fuck, güey. Me faltó
See
Piaghi.
you later, my Lord Duke. Have a nice rest.
Pobrecito, güey. También va a estar todo atormentado. Piaghi, güey, es el que se que no mames, ayúdame. Y yo, what the fuck, tranquilo, güey. Pero... Digo, Jack es de Perú, sigue a nuestro lado, así que, o sea, está mal ya en la cabeza el güey, pero, o sea, ¿sabes? De perdida sigue siendo nuestro aliado, güey. Vamos con Mor. Fuck, Piaghi, güey, es lo que me jodió bastante, güey, no mames. Lo único que no me gustó lo de Piaghi, güey. Oh, no, ahí viene lo del pájaro. Fuck, bro.
Louis, there you are. Well, tell me, how did it go?
Al fin llegó lo del pájaro,
I
güey.
did
Al
my
fin,
best.
no, man.
Whom did you manage to persuade?
You can count on Mr. von Volner.
Really? Well, I must admit, I'm stunned at your success there. I truly believed he would never betray Gregory.
You can count on Duke Manuel's vote.
Now I am impressed. I would never have thought the Duke would have yielded. I see you must have been very persuasive.
Pero eso ya lo había convencido hace rato.
The
o sea.
Duchess will follow us.
She will? Marvelous.
But why didn't you tell me we were brother and sister?
Now, Louis, don't blame me. I thought, as you were going through a very difficult time, that you had enough on your plate without having to cope with...
Espérate,
having a
una
sister.
hermana o dos,
Otherwise,
porque nacieron las
to be sure,
otras.
I would have told you sooner.
Porque
Listen,
tenía gemela, eran dos hermanas,
congratulations
tenías
for what
gemelas.
you just accomplished.
Oh, lo verga.
Perfect,
Pero mataron a uno,
but
obviamente.
still quite a feat.
But not enough, given that the vote must be approved unanimously. We're going to lose.
Don't worry. I couldn't have been any more persuasive myself. You've done the hardest part. I'll take over now. Don't worry.
Hola,
See
verga.
everyone in the conference room. Meet me there and let's get it over with.
Vamos a matar al Papa, güey, no mames, güey. Vamos a matar a Piaghi. Ya valió verga. Pobre tipo, güey. Güey, no me preguntó el pájaro, gracias. Neta, desde que empecé el juego, desde que maté al
My
pájaro,
friend,
digo con ese pendiente.
Here we are at last, gathered together to close this conference. I would first of all like to thank you all for making the time to be here and lend your services. Gregory, I believe I may speak for both of us when I say that we are honored by your presence here.
You are perfectly right to do so, William.
Sí, sí,
Thank
sí,
you
sí, sí.
for putting your faith in us and for coming here to participate in this conference.
En serio, güey,
Thank
¿por qué
you
te
for
vistes
helping
así?
us to make
Joder, no manches.
the best decisions.
Estás del asco,
And
güey.
I especially want to thank you, William, for perfectly hosting us at your home during these past several days.
I'm not sure all the guests would agree to that. In any case, Holm doesn't seem to be himself.
Good. I think we can begin. You will vote in turn on the question that interests us today. Are you for or against the transfer of ownership of Louisiana from Spain to France? Monsieur de Richet?
Votar a favor.
I vote for.
Duchess Hillsborough?
4.
Duke Manuel?
Favor.
Your Eminence?
Against.
Monsieur Napoleon?
For.
Mr. von Volner?
For.
What? Gregory, please refrain from interrupting the voting. You know the rules, brother. President Washington?
For.
The votes are now cast. So you were not won over by my project. That hurts.
I warned you. You didn't want to listen to me.
Never mind. It will still come to pass.
Traitor! What have you done? You are obliged to respect your
The fuck?
your word.
Bueno,
That
da un ataque.
The
Holy shit, se va a
The
morir aquí
rule.
el
The
Orm
time
este.
of conferences is over, dear brother. Let us abandon all this charade.
You don't have the right.
Güey, Holmes
What?
está.
Done to me.
What have I done? Nothing, Gregory. You did it yourself. A word of advice. In the future, oh, that is, if you have one, don't drink someone else's cup of tea without checking what's in it.
Father, what happened?
What the fuck?
Gregory, what's the matter? William, what have you done?
Not now.
Oh, la verga.
You are mad, William. Father will punish you for this.
He will
Holy
probably
shit.
try, unless I get to him first.
But I cannot die.
No, you cannot die. You are, however, losing all sense of reason, as well as all your special ability.
What?
What did
Le dio una poción
Can't you
antidemoniaca o qué
guess?
pedo?
There are but few things that can have such an effect on such as we. You would know that if you
Te
ever
hierba, güey.
ventured even a little way
Esa mierda
off
afecta a
of
cualquiera.
Father's beaten track.
revenge?
Oh, no, my dear Gregory. You will not be taking any revenge. You will die stupidly, alone, enclosed in that rather withered body.
Help me!
After several centuries of near absolute power, here you find yourself on your hands and knees,
A la verga, entonces
hoping in
Mortimer sí era
vain
malo,
that
güey. ¿Ves? Si
someone
hubiéramos convencido al Papa ya hubiéramos acabado este
Tell
pedo.
me,
Pero igual hubiera pasado
what
esto,
does
así
that
que.
feel like?
Meh.
Never happened to me. Can't be good. You cannot leave your body. You cannot project yourself elsewhere. You cannot even contact Father. Go ahead. Try. But you are my brother. So I ask you to remember that all this is your own fault. And I want you to understand I get absolutely no pleasure out of it. Well, very little.
Eso dice el perro, pero se ve que lo está pasando muy
A new
cabrón.
order is born today, brother. Enough of Father's hegemony. After all these years of servitude, I can finally stand up and oppose it. You chose to serve him, whatever his excesses. Now it's up to you to face the consequences of that choice.
Madre of God.
Matt, I am stronger than you.
Y sin embargo, está así arrodillado valiendo madre. Piagui, güey. Fallido con la de Piagui, güey. Y ya es todo lo que cagué. Ajá. ¿Ya ves? Güey. He cambiado el voto decisivo en favor de Sir Home. Güey, ¿what? ¿Que no voté por? Bro, no me digas que la cagué. No voté por Home, voté por Mortimer. Ups. Ups.
What? But
¿Eso Emily? ¿Tan puñetas está la demonia esta?
what on earth is happening? Am I dreaming or?
Louis, it's me, Gregory. Listen, we don't have much time.
But where are we?
Louis, I brought us here. You must act swiftly. I can't hold out for long. William has poisoned me. He must have used the blood of a former demon. I am no longer able to enter the body of someone else. The poison is
Oh, la
gnawing
verga.
away at me from the inside. I'm going to die, Louis.
But where are we?
In the ether. What you see is not real. It's only a mental projection created by my spirit. I'm occupying William's spirit at the moment, but I'm not going to be able to keep it up forever. Join me, Louis. Otherwise, all will be lost.
Yes. Yes, I'll join you.
Find a way. Hurry.
I must find them quickly.
Ok, eso está... Ok, eso es nuevo. Encuentra a Sir Holm. Ay, aquí. Oh. Sir Holm. Okay, what? O sea, espérate, ¿qué? Oh, whoa. What?
But there must
Sarah?
be a way.
Is that you?
Louis?
Sarah.
Louis, can you hear me? I'm here, Louis. Can you see me?
Of course, but I don't understand.
Oh, merciful heaven. You can see me.
Yes,
Claro,
I...
de todas maneras muere la mamá,
What's
haga lo que
happening,
haga.
But you must help me.
Look, just calm down.
I can't see you, Louis.
I'm here right in front of you.
No, I can't see you. The caves are deserted. I can't leave, Louis. Help me.
You died.
Died? No! What are you talking about?
Oh,
Look,
Dios.
I am right here.
We're not on the case.
Yes, we are. I haven't moved.
I promise you. I wish you were right, but you're not.
Ajá.
It would seem that we're in what they
Ay,
call the
mágicamente ya te
Their
sabes todo.
world of spirits. I was sure it existed.
The poor woman is completely losing touch with reality.
Y está
What
bien
you see
jodida,
is
esa no
not
mames.
real.
I daren't try understand.
Mi pregunta es cómo le pasó
I-
todo eso, no lo
Am
explicó
I
nunca.
condemned?
Look,
O sea, nomás dijo que Mortimer
neither of
le hizo
us
ese pedo, ¿no?
know anything about this situation, really.
Help me, Louis. You are the first one, the only one to see me, to speak to me. Without you, I'll never get out of here. Don't leave me like this, I beg you.
Tranquilizarla.
Listen, you have to stay positive. Seeing as I've entered the ether, I must be able to leave it. If it's possible for me, then it's possible for you.
Digo, a ti te
Do
metió
you
el otro
really
vato,
think
o sea,
so?
creo que supongo que te puede
Rational
sacar
and
así.
open. Remember?
Yes, right. You are right. There
Sí, sí,
must
sí,
be a
sí, sí,
solution.
sí.
But how come you can move around?
I'm not dead.
I don't understand.
I think there are many things that you don't understand.
It doesn't matter. I trust you.
Ay, sí,
You
vieja,
are
cada
going to
rato me
help
estás
me,
ahí
aren't
valiendo
you?
madre.
I must be getting on.
Desesperado,
I can't stay much longer.
Louis, I beseech you. Promise you're
Of
going
course
to help
I'm going
me.
to help you, Mother.
Thank you, Louis.
Sí, sí, ya para que se calle la verga, güey.
Thank you.
Sí, ya, bye. A ver, vamos a encontrar al... What? Wait, what? O sea, ahí está la mamá, pero acá está otro cuadro. Supongo que tenemos que ir a las tumbas. O sea, me muevo por cuadro. No entiendo, güey,
What
nada.
am I doing here now?
Seven.
Nothing seems real.
You're nothing but a coward.
What a bunch of amateurs you are. Please, keep calm.
What on
¿Quién es
earth is
quién?
going on here? I don't understand a thing.
Louis, don't waste any time. Appease them. My thoughts are becoming confused.
Güey, pero pues, ¿qué quieres que haga
Be
yo?
quick.
Yes, not a minute to lose.
Sí, 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 claro, claro. Pero ¿qué tengo que hacer? ¿Cómo encuentro a Juan? Pero aquí está Juan. Organiza a los invitados. ¿Qué? What?
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
That's not really Elizabeth, it's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
Así, ¿no?
I won't let him attack his brother.
Ajá, sí.
He wants to isolate me again.
Quiero volver a aislarme, ajá.
That's not really Elizabeth, it's another demon who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
Ahí está, listo.
God damn it. I don't understand a thing. I'm doomed.
Este es Emily, definitivamente es Emily.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Este es Emily.
Whatever happens, I trust him and only him. I must take the book back to him.
Supongo que al papá, ¿no? Así.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
¿Así? Supongo. No entiendo, güey. A ver, Emily tiene que estar a mi lado.
I need to keep an eye on them. Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Ah, ok. Ok, ella se queda ahí. Ok, ya. Así, ¿no? ¿Listo?
I have to protect my sister. Help me, Louis.
Emma is completely lost. She needs to be close to her sister. As for Emily, well, she no longer trusts anyone. Apart from me, that is. I have to stay by her side.
Ajá, o sea, esta es Emily. Ya está a su lado. Y luego aquí está la hermana, ya está a su lado. Y luego, ¿qué pedo?
I need to keep an eye on them.
Ok, no. La mamá, a ver qué pedo.
Stay with me, Louis. We must take Al-Azif back from him.
One thing is for sure. My mother and Volnor have the same objective.
Ajá.
To find that book. They're following the same trail and must be close to each other.
Sí, es lo que pensé, ¿ves? A ver. O sea, este va aquí. Pero la hermana tiene que ir acá y ahí está. Sí, ¿no? O sea, Volner tiene que ir junto con este, con el papá, huevo. What?
Whatever happens, I trust him and only him.
Ah, ese es el papá, güey. Es que ese es el papá, güey. Sí o sí, güey. Todos son demonios.
One thing is for sure. My mother and Volnor have the same objective. To find that book. They're following the same trail and must be close to each other.
Ahí está, o sea. Tú ya. Estas hermanas ya están aquí. No, sí, sí es así, güey. Sí es así. Tú vas acá con tu mamá. Estos tienen que ir juntitos.
I can count on my father and my son to defend me. Yes. But will they make it in time?
¿Pero quién es tu padre?
That's not really Elizabeth. It's another demon. Who wants to protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
Ya está, güey. What the fuck?
He wants to isolate me again.
That's not really Elizabeth. It's another demon.
Ya entendí,
Who
ya
wants to
entendí.
protect home from Mortimer. On a symbolic level, he should be placed between the two of them.
O sea, aquí está entre los dos.
I won't let him attack his brother.
Ah, sí, era... What? Decía que ponerlo en medio de los dos. What the fuck, güey. Dije, pues a ver si lo muevo al lado, no sé. O sea, esto sí lo tenía bien claro, pero dije, dice entre los dos. O sea, entre los dos, para mí, entre los dos, es en medio, ¿sabes?
Looks like I've succeeded. They've all disappeared.
Louis, it's worked. But don't waste any time.
Yes, I'm coming. At least as soon as I found the exit.
Sí, sí, sí. De acá que la encuentre también va a estar bueno. Vente. ¿Qué hago aquí?
Is anyone there? I can hear you.
What?
I know you're there.
Ah, la hermana.
What?
Help!
What are you doing here?
You.
It wasn't enough for you to let me be killed. You have to come here and start babbling away at
Emma,
me.
¿no?
Fool, you couldn't have stopped her from shooting, could you?
A ver. Personajes, diario, Emma. Hillsborough, aquí está, por descubrir, excelente.
Wait, Emma, you're the one who passed yourself off as Emily. You decided you wanted to play with us. You pushed your sister to the edge, and now this is the result. It's got nothing to do with me.
I only wanted to exist for one brief moment. Spending my life in her shadow, being her double, it wasn't enough. I must have taken up too much room again.
That's not what I said.
Only appearing to carry out the basest of
Oh,
chores.
Dios.
How
Se hace la
ungrateful of me
mártir,
to
la hija
want
de
to
perra.
exist, to make my own choices. It suits you to think that it's all my fault. Be that as it may, Louis, we have no time to
Bueno, al
lose.
menos maté a la correcta,
Help
maté
me,
a Emma, güey.
please.
Yo nomás la maté por matar, güey.
Come on,
o sea,
you're
así.
dead.
No, there's got to be a solution. I am made of the same stuff as you. I already survived a gunshot at point-blank range. I will survive this. Help me. I'll go mad if I stay here any longer. I must have been here several months. I stopped counting from... Hang on. What are you doing here? Are you dead?
No. Sir Gregory brought my spirit here, but I must get back as soon as possible.
So you should be able to help me.
Emma, I have no idea of what's going on. How do you expect me to help you?
There must be a way. I beg you. Promise you will
All
help me,
right,
Louis.
calm down. I'll do everything I can to get you out of here.
Thank you, Louis. I knew you were a good man.
Right. I must get going now.
Sí, claro,
Just
después de que me
stay calm.
pequearas,
Everything
perra,
will work
no
out
mames.
fine.
Louis, no! Don't leave me.
Morra, tengo que irme, bye, cállese.
Must be quick.
My memories. I'm losing my sense of who Louis? Are you there?
Yes. Yes, I'm here.
Pick up the thread of my thoughts, Louis. Of my memories. Make haste.
What? Bro, what the fuck? Son las secuencias de recuerdos de Hoyt.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet, his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react.
¿Qué? Reúne a sus 4 hijos y ni siquiera... ¿Qué? Reconstruye la secuencia de recuerdos de Sir Hoyt.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
This memory is important, but it's as if there's something missing. There must be an order to this.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
Wait, what?
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
Ok. O sea, pero ¿en qué orden tiene que ir?
And the cherry on the cake.
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Home won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
Ajá.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
O sea, pero ¿en qué orden tiene que ir?
The rascal knows me better than I do myself. And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea.
I should come back to this later.
No estoy entendiendo. Reconstruyó los recuerdos, pero la secuencia de recuerdos, o sea, en orden, pero...
To bring Emily back again to this conference.
Pañuelo, sí.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shot as her sister was setting foot on the island. I should have understood that earlier.
Pura masacre aquí, güey, analizar recuerdo.
He allowed me to bring Emily
Emma
back
Hillsborough,
again
ajá.
to this conference.
No, not yet.
Son un chingo de mierdas, güey, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Ah, Charles Francois. What an adventure. It was so easy for me to sell your title of Marquis de Maintenon to Françoise d'Aubigné and to sail for the Caribbean islands. One of my greatest successes. With one stroke, I placed myself right next to the King of France, with a mistress under my orders. And I was able to impose my law over the seas of the triangular trade.
Anyhow, I should try to concentrate on his voice.
¿Sabes qué? Mira, vamos a usar una guía, güey. Paso. Yo lo que quiero es saber la historia, güey. No quiero andar ahí perdiendo horas, güey. Nomás viendo qué pedo con este pedo, güey, la verdad. Paso, voy a seguir una guía, güey. Mira, es esa primero. Vamos acá, güey. Paso, güey. Es que paso, güey. Directamente paso, yo directo, güey. No, paso.
At the previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is the first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
Ajá. Y luego es el mantelito este, creo. Creo.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference. Supposedly to find
I'm on the right track here.
Segundo recuerdo encontrado. ¿Es aquello de acá? Sí, no, ese es el tercero. Y ya voy, perro. Sí, ves, o sea, te haría caminar un chingo, no, de verdad, no mames, no. Creo que es este.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
Ok, luego es algo de ajedrez, güey. Ese que está hasta allá, güey. Es que te hacen dar un huevo de vueltas, güey. Ay, qué castrante, güey. No mames. Ve, o sea, imagínate, si no me sale el puto orden, bye, güey. Bye, besos. O sea, tienes que andar ahí. Bueno, por acá. Bueno, por acá. No. Que sí, es un.
He broke the rules.
Sí, tranquilo, Hall. O sea, que el chido aquí era Hall, no era Mortimer. Yo pensé que era Mortimer, güey. Dije, bueno, pues, o sea, ¿qué tan mala es una democracia? No son malas, dije.
I recall Sparta and when he cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. And when Elizabeth disappeared,
Y luego ya el de la que me envenenó.
his children are gathered together. Yes, he feeds. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually
Listo, y ahora sí es el de me envenenó. Y la punta del cherry del pastel del cake. Me ha envenenado el gilipollas.
I recall Sparta.
Imagínate que si le das a uno que es incorrecto te reinicia todo. No mames, güey. Qué pinche hueva. Nada más falta esto. Está muy pendejo el juego, la verdad. O sea, sacar esto de los demonios así es punta. No mames, güey. O sea, what the fuck. Esto muy bueno.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body.
Yes, yes, yes!
All communication with father.
Points, papa, points!
Children here. How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. If you have managed to follow my thoughts, come to me. Quickly!
What? Desapareciste, madre santa. Madre of God. Oh, la verga. Emancipado. No, hombre, para que veas. No, pues su mente está muy torcida, nada más digo. Sir Holm. ¿Cómo le va, Sir Holm?
Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis.
Ay, güey, lo voy a
William has
violar.
completely lost his mind.
Pues ya vi, güey, paró el tiempo, mató a todos, a la verga,
He's
no
going
mames.
to devour my mind, Louis.
I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering.
Tengo que matar a
I
Mortimer.
can no longer keep him out. He's coming.
Ya se viene. Ah. Decirle que Mortimer.
He's here.
I can. Can you see him?
He's here. He's coming closer to you.
Where? Louis. I don't want to just disappear. He's inside my mind. I can feel him crushing me.
He's just in front of you.
I'm so sorry, brother. There's nothing you can do to stop me now. You made your choice, and you have lost.
Hola, verga.
I was wrong about him from the very beginning. He's mad. He must be stopped. You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with all this so easily. I implore you.
What the fuck? ¿Qué escojo, güey? No mames. Digo, este güey está muerto. O sea, sí o sí está muerto, güey. Fuck, que ya lo decepcionamos un... No, güey, no sé, güey. ¿Qué hago? Vamos a ponerlo interesante.
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is. Despite being centuries old, and despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you. Nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
Louis, it's over for me. It's up to you now to protect our family. Find your sister.
Llevo en ella como un diablo.
She'll know what to do.
What are you saying?
¿Qué, a Emily?
Find her.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
Oh, shit. Once.
You will be punished.
Mira, güey. Oh, shit. ¿Azael? ¿Quién verga es Azael, güey? He podido haber conocido al espíritu. No sé. No sé qué pedo con eso. Yo nomás le doy. No tengo un libro. Tenía un libro, ¿no? Ah, no, ya no. Wow, what the fuck. Puse bien hype, güey. ¿Mortimer?
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
What?
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
Digo,
He's
tienes que
dead
matar todo a
definitively.
Miyagi, ¿sabes?
Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await us.
What did you do to him?
I devoured his soul.
But
Qué amable.
I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
Oh. Que no. Creo que no así es como. No creo que así es como funciona.
He was your brother. Why did you kill him? He never meant you any harm.
Oh, Louis, I am exhausted. Let's talk about this later.
Siento que él es inmune a esa persona. Ya. Está muerto. Persuasión. Ciencias. ¿Cuál era el...? Inquisición.
No, tell me why now. I want to understand.
Stubborn as a mule. After centuries of trying to convince him, I assure you I had no other option than to do away with him. He would never have allowed me to
Mata la competencia. ¿Para qué convencerlos? ¿Para qué torturar? Mátalos a la verga.
He seemed to you like a man of peace, because you did not represent any danger to him. But I can assure you, he was not. With anything to do with our father, he would be merciless. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Home told me that my last resort was to find my sister. I hope Emily's in her room.
Va a estar bien drogada y controlada, o sea, no mames. ¿Me puedo robar? Tengo un libro aquí.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Vamos a sabotear a Mortimer, güey. Fuck him. No nos ha hecho daño, pero... ¿Sabes? Y el... ¿No que estás 24/7, pinche esclavo tonto? Mentiroso, güey. Tengo que ir con Gilsbro. Help! Es que te pude, ¿sabes?
Yes. What's happening, Louis?
Home is dead.
Good God, he did it.
What do you mean?
He warned me that Mortimer would probably try to get rid of him. He couldn't believe it himself. But we have to admit that he was right to be wary. We are in great danger, Louis.
Wait, what are you talking about?
When Gregory came to warn me, he assured me that we would be the next to go down.
I don't understand. Why would Mortimer attack us?
His brother, then his children.
He feeds on us.
Pardon me?
The bastard! It's been right under our noses all this time, Emily. Saturn devouring his children, and without Gregory to obstruct him. Now, we're easy prey.
No, it's
oh, la verga, sí
no.
es cierto,
He's
güey.
insane, Emily. But don't worry. We're together now.
Hey,
He
sí,
doesn't
empiezan a
know that
besar.
we know, which means that we have the advantage.
When I brought up the possibility of us running away as quickly as we could, Gregory dissuaded me. He thought that Mortimer would see it coming and that we would have no chance.
I guess I agree with him. And now we're here. I'm not gonna let him get away with it. There's two of us now, Emily. We can count on each other.
Well,
Pistola, no
on that
sé.
note, I haven't told you everything, Louis. This might be a bit hard for you to accept, so I wanted to warn you. There are
Estoy
three of
embarazada.
us.
¿El sirviente? What the fuck?
Excuse me?
It's Emma, Louis. Just
Ah.
before he disappeared, Holm explained to me how to bring her back from the ether. We were pressed for time
And the only body she could find was one of those cursed servants. Can you believe it?
Emma, don't start, please. We don't exactly have much of a choice.
Be that as it may, I'm the one inside the body of a masked lackey.
I had to deal with the most urgent thing first. We'll try and get you out of there as soon as we can, just as I promised you.
And I'll make sure you make good on your commitment, sister.
Emma,
Sister?
for the last time.
She is better, don't worry. Being a demon changes many things, and the prospect of getting stuck in the ether for eternity has opened her eyes.
Okay,
Well,
sure.
I guess it's your decision, but I hope you know what you're doing.
Are we ready? Can we go now? Louis, at this point, it doesn't matter what you think about me. You need me. I'm guessing you are well aware of what we're about to face, aren't you?
Not really. No.
That's just what gives us a chance, is it not?
It's usually the only argument the Reckless have in their favor.
take heart. We're only about to confront an age-old creature that can read our thoughts and force us to act against our will and wants to devour us. So what's the problem?
If that is your attitude, I suggest we reevaluate the possibility of running away.
Stop it. Let's all just calm down.
Holy
Only a few
shit,
minutes ago,
puro drama
it
en
was
esta
just
serie.
the two of us. Things are looking up. Our chances are only getting better.
How do we get rid of him then?
Killing him won't change a thing normally. He is capable of changing bodies.
I know how to kill a demon. And the irony of it is, he's the one who revealed it to me. We have to make him touch the blood of an older demon in order to encase him in his mortal body. This is the only way that might give us a chance
Pero
of
¿quién es un
dealing him
demonio
a
más
fatal
viejo que ese
blow.
güey? Tienen
And
que
I've
ir con
got
el
the Holy
papá.
Lance.
What's that got to do with demons?
Christ was his father. Believe me, if we get out of here alive, I'll have a lot of juicy details to tell you about the family. This lance actually received the blood of an ancient demon, and it can work on Mortimer.
Let's do it then.
Are you sure you're ready for this? Will you be all right?
Yes. Yes, I feel a lot better. Don't worry about me.
As you wish.
La voz, güey, la voz del pinche. No, está genial. En el comedor. Okay. Que espérate, van a ir sin mí. Ah, ya.
Louis, there you are.
Quería
Look,
darle.
she's better.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good.
No, o sea, no pasan
Are
aquí
you
5
ready,
minutos y yo salí
Can
primero
we
que
go?
nada. Vamos a darle.
Yes. Let's get it over with.
Vamos de aquí a chingárnoslo. Vamos. ¡Vamos!
Louis, I've been expecting.
Ah, se lo puñalas,
I see
órale.
you haven't come alone. To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, father.
Emma. You brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough.
¡A la
Who
vera!
on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Al chile, güey. También puñetas.
Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working.
Louis! No!
Con el clavo, porque la lanza creo que no tenía sangre, güey.
Don't do it!
It's over. You've lost.
No, no! No, stop!
Oh, my son. You will regret your actions when you see him.
Come, Louis. It's over.
Let's leave.
Ok. ¿Sí murió? Digo, todavía tengo que enfrentar al abuelo, ¿sabes? O sea, el puto abuelo, según esto, es un explotador. O sea, que es lo peor. Vámonos de aquí, güey. Es un desastre, güey. No mames. Esto fue un desastre, güey. La peor cena del mundo, güey. Las peores vacaciones pagadas del mundo, de la historia, güey. Ahí tenían los clavos, sí es cierto, güey. Y los clavos tenían la sangre de Cristo, sí o sí. ¿Que ya se acabó el juego?
Von Wollner tightened his political and spiritual grip on King Frederick William.
Igual ya lo acabé.
On the death of the king in 1797, Johann retired with his wife to his country estate
¿Ya lo
in
acabé?
order to continue his work on his theological and alchemical thesis.
Yeah.
Manuel Godoy's close relationship with Napoleon enabled him to claim a part of Portugal, as well as the protection of France upon the fall of the kingdom. He died in the company of his beloved mistress Pepita after recovering all his titles and properties. Napoleon Bonaparte continued his political and military rise until his self-proclamation as emperor. His excessive ambition would cost the lives of 1,700,000 Frenchmen and leave France poorer and weaker than ever before. Deported and imprisoned by the British on St. Helena Island, he died on the 5th of May, 1821, as an exile to general indifference. During his second term,
Oh,
George
Dios.
Washington had to deal with number
Tengo
of
que tragármelo,
rebellions.
qué excelente.
He enraged public opinion by building close diplomatic links with Great Britain, which forced him to give up a third term in office. He retired to his country estate until his death, without being able to implement the annexation of the highly coveted Louisiana Territory. The Duchess, through her relationship with the Crown, made it possible for Great Britain to build closer links to the United States on both the diplomatic and the commercial front.
¿Luis es real?
She became inseparable from the Marchioness Cunningham, reputed for being the most influential mistress of King George IV of England, and whom she inducted into the Golden Order. His Eminence Piaggi, having successfully accomplished his mission,
Todos
returned to
jodidos,
His
güey.
Holiness the Pope with full honors. Although all his ambitions had become possible, to the stupefaction of his entourage, the Cardinal preferred to retire to his Tuscan monastery, far from all political and diplomatic commitments. Fascinated by the techniques of exorcism and demonology, he dedicated the last years of his life to the study of Inquisition reports.
Creo que la hagan como 2, 3, ¿no?
Elizabeth's family did everything in their power to find her, based on clues provided by their friend George Washington. In vain, they lost her trail in the port of Brest in France, and no one ever saw her again. On his return to Paris, Peyroux resigned from his posting as judge at the revolutionary courts. He withdrew to the south of France with his daughter until his death. Nothing more was ever heard of Lord Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was a topic of conversation in the European courts, but only for a few months.
Pero Mortimer era real, ¿no? Que son personajes ficticios. O sea, unos, ¿no? O sea, si hay personajes. A ver, ¿en qué la cagué, güey? ¿What? ¿Dónde pitos estaba el alzafil, güey? What? Pues acabamos. Adiós de Consil. Terminado. Así que nos vemos, chaviza. Hasta el siguiente videojuego.